What's up, Libra? Happy New Year! It's your girl, Ivy Ladone, your fitness mystic. And today we're going to find out what it is that you are transforming in the month of January 2024. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not, welcome back. Please give this video a like because that tells me that you enjoyed these types of videos. All right, so without further ado, Libra, let's get into it. Highest vibrational messages for the sign Libra for the month of January 2024. Which chakras or which chakra, which energetic center points should we look at for the month of January for Libra? What is Libra transforming in the month of January 2024? Thank you for these messages, Spirit. All right, Libra. Hello. Let's go ahead and drop down all of the Libra emojis. I want to see the Libra sign down there. I want to see the air sign, the blowing sign, the air, right? What else? All right, Libra, how are you doing? I am asking for a friend. No, seriously, asking you because, yeah, I know that your sign is in the South Node at the moment, so I'm sure that, we've been moving through some things as of late, just speaking in astrological terms, right? When your sign is in the South Node, it's like an opportunity for you to, for you to exactly let it go, let things go. I'm gonna give one more shuffle for you, just as a little update. Bottom of the deck for you right now is a burst of magic. So, okay, let's see what that's about. Any other messages that want to come out for Libra for the month of January 2024? Thank you for these messages. So when your sign is in the South Node, you guys, all right, that was pretty direct. A burst of magic was at the bottom of the deck, and then now you have a different kind of message here at the bottom of the deck, which is important because the bottom of your deck is kind of like the overall message. All right, shall we get into it? All right, Libra, so happy that you're here. All right, my friend, so you have one card that specifically came out for you. Let's go ahead and take a look. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. But you have number 35, a tall tale. All right. So right off the bat, Libra, this is a 35 number, so this reduces to an 8. An 8 in the astrology is about your sexuality, but really more so about like your secretive, hidden theme of life. So things that are more in your subconscious, or things that are more kind of behind the scenes, that are not like out in the public, right? Something about that. 8 is also a karmic number. Obviously, it's an infinite number. So I would encourage you to really, really give this reading a thought and a consideration, just because whenever the 8 comes through for me, in my opinion, I feel like it's an abundant time frame, meaning it's connected to the past and the future. Although in quantum physics, there is no such thing. It's just the now moment. But if we're looking at it in a linear time, then you are in a very opportune moment to consider the past and your future. And that's with the number 8. So this is kind of giving me that vibe. Also, this is a throat chakra card. So we're looking at what you're transforming for the month of January. So I can tell you, Libra, that your throat is going, by the way, your throat is located right here, but your throat chakra is also this entire area here. The throat is your form of expression. So this chakra is a blue hue color, and it represents your form of expression, but primarily in how you communicate and how you listen. So Libra, lots of changes are occurring. I will say that astrologically speaking, which is a side note from this oracle reading, Libra is in the South Node, which is, again, granting you an opportunity for you to change a career, change momentum, change directions, and a relationship, and a program, and a perspective, and something, right? It's the time to just, like, wrap it up, let it go, type of thing. Now, I'm not going to lie, I want to read this card in the deck. I have not done that for any other sign. But when this card comes forward, I feel like the message that comes out of the booklet is way more poignant. And I also feel that Libra, energetically and intuitively speaking, I do feel that you are moving through some upheaval for a group of you. For another group of you, I feel like it's just changes and you're kind of like, I'm ready for it anyways. But for some of you, I do feel like it's a little intense. So I do want to go ahead and find this and read it for you. All right, so are you ready? Okay, that was pretty quick. I just grabbed the book and I flipped the page and it was right there. More reasons as to why I should read it. Okay, a tall tale. A couple of key concepts here for you, Libra. Denial, concealing the truth. Remember what I said about the 8th house being hidden. Concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. Fear-based communication. Fear-based communication. We talked about how this is a throat chakra card. Creating a narrative to hide behind. Hold on. Not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words. Learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. Here's your message, Libra. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on an illusory sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story even though you know it has no substance, Libra. Whatever lie we are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it, the reason why you're doing it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is the lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we believe our own lies. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control. Don't you see? The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today, ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end, Libra. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfettered. Okay, take a deep breath. Listen, if you're still here, I'm giving you the tightest hug right now. First of all, shake this off for a second. Shake it off just because it was a pretty, direct and intense message. And that's why I kind of told you at first, and I prefaced it with saying like, hey, I want to read this to you because when this card comes forward, it's like very straight and to the point. When the messages comes through from the book for this card specifically. And I feel like you needed to hear this. So again, if you're still here, obviously, and you're listening to this, like, again, I'm giving you the tightest hug because you're a warrior. It's tough to hear constructive criticism about ourselves, especially when your sign is in the south node, you guys. You can be in a very almost wounded like feeling or state. You might feel uprooted. You might feel like the rug was pulled beneath you. You might feel a little like, what the F is going on? Like, I don't even know what to feel. What's going on? This is so strange. A lot of newness, right? So I'm holding your hand. I'm here for you. I want you to know that you can do this. You're moving through things. You're not alone. Every sign has to go through a south node. In fact, life, it won't be life if there wasn't any lows, because you would just be high, 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 not even realizing like what the high really is, not even appreciating it. So if you're in this moment right now, right, and you're here with me, which you are, can you then think about that concept, and then can you think back to a better and lighter time in your life, and now can you be grateful for that moment? Okay, which means that one day this also will pass. This too shall pass, this time frame. But I'm glad that you are sticking through to this and listening to this message, because it is important, and ultimately it's for your greater good. The prayer that I intend and I put out into the universe, and I call upon my ancestors of love and light for and with, is to empower you and to uplift you, simply. So this is what we're sharing, is for you to have full knowledge, or maybe not full, right? Because this is just one part of knowledge. You have to then apply it, or let it marinate, and then apply the changes to empower yourself. But thank you for listening to this message, because ultimately, Libra, this is for your greater good. This is for your evolution. This is for your empowerment. And so what I would recommend for you, before I do, I want to share with you what the bottom of your deck was, or is. because you had a bottom of the deck earlier when we paused, and then I asked for another shuffle. Nothing came out, and so you kind of technically have like 2.5 cards. The other deck, or at the bottom of the deck, the other one was a burst of magic, which basically is, you know, this initiation of movement. So it's almost like the south node of what you're going through, like the depths, the density, all of that is actually creating this feeling in you and energy in you, and it's pushing you to the change, if that makes any sense. Okay, so if things happen and you're like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? Don't question the why, just see it for what it is and allow it to motivate you, push you to the next phase or to the next thing. The bottom of your deck, Libra, is number 18, and it's a solar plexus card. I love this card whenever it comes through. It's so interesting that these are your 2 cards for this reading, my friends, because this is a very straightforward, poignant, like I said, into your face kind of message. And then this one is another one, but in a very different energy. This one is like, here's your receipt, you know, and shape up, and right. But this one is like, you're doing the work, this is for you, it's happening, it's part of your purpose, it's part of your mission, it's part of your story. Keep going. Like, wow. So yeah, put these 2 together, and it's kind of saying like, you have to get to this point of this process with yourself and your self-development so that you can see yourself in the new way, in a real way, in an honest way, so that then you can have the motivation, inspiration to change, if that makes any sense. Because we're always evolving. And in fact, the reason why you're here watching this video is because you are interested in evolving and knowing what's next in your life. How do you get better? What are you transforming? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm here to tell you that, like, again, take what resonates, leave the rest. But the message is here is like, are you lying to yourself? How are you communicating to yourself? Whatever lie you share out into the public is actually a lie for yourself too. And at the end of the day, lies, right? Where I know that I'm not calling you a liar, by the way. I'm not. One thing is to just say a lie and a white lie and whatever. But this is not a blame game. This is me just explaining to you that we need to look at the motive or the intention behind an act. And whether it's a small lie, whether it's a large lie, doesn't matter. What matters is, why are you doing it in the first place? Why are you lying to yourself? What are you kidding yourself of? Why can't you see things for what they are? What are you holding yourself back from? What are you trying to control? What do you, right? All of these questions. But the bottom of your deck is number 18 reduced to a 9, which means it's the ultimate closing of a chapter. It's the wrap-up time. So ultimately, you're wrapping something up when it comes to lying to yourself, not being really honest about certain things, about how you feel or about what you should be doing in your life for the betterment of yourself, you know, giving yourself a false story. It's just like you're creating this false narrative, like this illusion, this kind of like, you know, type of thing. Now, if this is hitting home and you're like, oh my God, yes, like I feel really strongly about that. 2 things. This is the throat chakra. This is the solar plexus. So what I would recommend for you as a fitness mystic is for you to start taking accountability for the things that you feel. Number 1, get yourself moving. Change up the energy in your body. Okay? Which means consider taking one of the dance classes that I offer here on the channel. Consider taking a dance cardio. Consider taking a strength training. Just move your body in a way that's going to activate the energetics, right? And change up the energy flow in your body. Number 1. Number 2, consider intuitive stretch. Intuitive stretch is a 45-minute meditation practice, or meditation in motion. And what it allows, it soothes and calms your nervous system. And it expands and allows you time with your heart and your thoughts. So that way you have better discernment as to what is yours and what is not. And it also provides insight into your health, right, and wellness, and how you feel, and better connection and communication with your body, something that perhaps you may need at this time. Last thing I want to recommend for you, Libra, is journaling. Now, if you're doing this, amazing. I want to ask, how often are you doing it? And are you not just journaling down to express your feelings, but are you also jotting down your experiences and your truths? How vulnerable and how honest are you getting with yourself in these journals? Because they cannot just stay here, especially with the message that came forward. It's kind of like you need to be communicating those truths to yourself. And if you can't speak up about them, like in a voice message to yourself, and keep it locked so you can really hear it, you need to be writing it down so that you can confront it and see it and say, okay, I see that this is what I'm working through, and I see it, and I see it, and I really want to work through it, and now I'm going to work through it, and I'm working through it. And it's that active therapy type of thing, self, therapy. So other than that, Libra, I hope that this helps. I'm here for you. If there's any way that I can assist you, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video and this served you, I would really ask for you to like this video. It does help me. Maybe consider sharing this video with another Libra. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one, Libra. Bye.